Hi everyone, this is Relindas with the Vijona Africa project. Actually in Cameroon now, country number 2 in line for our 2019 project work. And I'm in Douala. Actually met this brilliant young African. His name is Recson. And he wants to be a comic artist. And I'm excited to share his story because the comic world is something that is not very common across our continent of Africa right now. So excited to share his story and passion with you guys. Recson, how old are you?
I'm 16 years old.
Yeah, and so comic, I understand you are into the comic space and you also want to create characters, write stories around the characters and create series, comic series. So when did you figure out that you loved comic?
It all started at a very tender age, I think at the age of 6, when I was a big fan, and I'm a big fan of animated shows. So I usually get this notion, each time I watch an animated show, I get excited, I feel all sort of emotions. But at a certain point, there are things which happen that I don't love, like my main character, a character I love so much, dies
in the comic
in the animated show. So it annoys me. Sometimes I even get sad the whole day. So I thought of now making my own, that same movie I watch, but in my own way. Since there's this stuff that kids around me usually do, that using these of beer bottles to do their funny games. That's
beer bottles, yeah.
So what they have here.
Yeah, you use beer bottles to recreate the animated movie. But this time your character will not die, so that you can be okay.
So I usually do this, and after doing this, my main character didn't die in my own fictional movie. It really pleased me a lot, and I feel happy. So, but at a certain point now, I wanted to go far. I said, why trying to correct the mistake I see in those movies I watch? Why not make my own movie? So I now try to understand how the animated world works. So I went deep. I understand it's done through drawings. So
drawing the characters.
So and I'll say, if one day I'm to make my own animated show, I should be a good artist. I should know how to draw. So I started going deep into drawing. I draw from the TV. I particularly draw everything, and I draw everywhere. Sometimes my mother usually shouts at me because I draw on all my books, no exception.
Wow. So your school books will be covered with like comic characters.
Even at this age, still the same.
You're still drawing.
So it was really
just a passion.
It was a passion for me. It's a passion for me. So I've been doing all this.
Developing your skills. So what are some of the things that have influenced the style you have right now? What things influence you?
Well, it's all from, I'll say, I give credit to the Eastern world. That's because they are one of the world's biggest producers of comics. And I'm a big fan of the Eastern comics. That's Japan comics in particular. Those guys are really my inspirators. Because I was a big fan of them when I was a kid. So my style of drawing when I started when I was young was really related. Everything was related about them. I really wanted to know how to draw like them from beginning to end.
And you mentioned earlier that you even started speaking Japanese.
Yeah, to understand the way they function. That's manga. Manga in Japan means art. Yes, mangaka means artist. So I started understanding so you could really speak Japan to me and I answer. So I became a big fan of Japan. So I had to discover the Western comics that really helped me a lot, because I now saw that the world was really into comics. It was really a large zone. So I now indulge myself in trying to also understand the Western comics, and the Western comics sounds more interesting because it's really easy to understand. The storylines are really that straight you could understand, but Eastern comics are quite complicated because there are a lot of characters and there are a lot of details that they take into consideration since they are mostly made in series form. But Western comics mostly make movies, straight movies.
Like Spider-Man.
Yeah, all the rest, Batman, Superman. So it usually makes people not like Eastern comics because they are really complicated.
And emotional.
And emotional, yeah, really emotional, because if you watch it, you find yourself loving the character. If that character dies, you'll be traumatized. Seriously.
So you've used the Eastern and the Western comic world to influence a unique style that you've created for yourself. And what is that style called?
Since the Western and the Eastern both to have really big fan base of people which watch them, follow them, and all the rest. So I said, if I'm to combine these two artistic styles of drawing, maybe I'll come out with something awesome. So I combine the Western and the Eastern style of drawing to come out with my own style of drawing. In consideration to DC and Marvel Comics, which are also one of the world's biggest comic producers and publishers, and I'll call mine Recson Comics.
Recson Comics.
Yeah.
Wow. That's his original name, comic name. Is that what you guys say? Comic line. They speak a comic language that is foreign to me. And my one question that I have for you is, with the Western and the Eastern influence, and you living in Cameroon and in Africa, have you incorporated any of our African folklore or culture into the characters that you have created so far?
Truly speaking, not yet. You're the one who gave it to me like a challenge when you told me about the Vijona Africa project. That is mostly about African-made stuff. So I told myself, it's an opportunity. Why not try it? At least it's my home. No need trying to go deep, understanding other people's culture to think stuff that resemble them for them to appreciate it. Why not stuff that resemble where I come from?
Exactly.
So other people from where I come from appreciate it, and even around the world. I really thought about it, and I said it's a big challenge, which I've already started developing ideas about it.
I'm excited to hear that, because on the Vijona Africa project, our goal is it's awesome that we have Western and Eastern influences on our lives. We can use them as examples, but it will be so authentic if we can use our surrounding here in Cameroon, in Africa, to create authentic comic characters that mirror our culture and our lifestyle, that our people can love and hope and eventually grow the comic space in Africa. So that's a big challenge to you guys in the comic space.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to show a few of his characters that he's created so far under the Recson comic line. So as you can see, there is this here, and the next one, he has this character right here as well. And I'm going to show one more, and then we'll get going. The next one is this guy right here. So he is pretty talented, and his creative juices are flowing. I want to ask, how do you nurture and keep growing and maturing your craft?
As a kid, I really felt inferior each time I draw, because when I watch on TV, the characters are awesome. When I look at mine, they are not really of standard. But feedback from people really make me have hope. And at a tender age, when they look at my characters, they say, "Wow, for this age, you're really doing good." They kept on encouraging me, my friends, everybody always loved my work, and the more I improved, the more they loved my works. And through also rivalry, where I find myself, other people who love drawing and know how to draw
in the comic space
want to compete with me. So, but there was this rivalry that really elevated my drawing skills. A guy I met in my school.
Yeah, your friend Charles is actually here with us. So we're gonna bring in Charles so they can share a little bit about how they have a healthy competition going. How to bring out the best in each other in terms of their art. So Charles, can you join us?
You're finished.
Hi Charles, how are you?
Come and take it.
Yeah, we're glad you could join us. So from what I understand, you're both friends and you're both
Come ahead.
rivals, and you're both in the comic space. Which is, do you see many other kids in that space, or?
Not really. It was was surprising for me to really meet someone like him who actually does the same thing as me. Because comic artists are very rare.
Very rare in our continent, right? That's the thing. I was so excited when I heard about you two, and I already have like millions of dreams for what you guys will do in the continent of Africa with your comic work. So I would just like you guys to share a little bit about how you challenge each other, how you bring out the best in each other, and how you continue to perfect your art in the comic space.
Well, my style of drawing, my characters were mostly static.
Static.
My form, my skills, I was better at morphology and the character designs, but his designs were always much more flexible, which made it easier for him to draw in his comics and make them look realistic. I was always jealous of his flexibility and he was jealous of mine.
Obvious, that's the, oh my god, they're speaking comic terms. Yeah,
So we always compete and try to see who can do a better drawing and secretly steal ideas from each other and claim they are ours. And that always seems to fuel our rivalry even more, which ironically also brought us closer as friends because it's only the two of us who do this often.
In your area and the school you're going to. Okay. I mean, healthy competition is what gives rise to innovation. It just shows that when competition is not bad, it helps bring out the best in each of you. So it's exciting that he has someone to bounce off ideas and perfect. And from what I understand, you guys have a lifelong rivalry where you're going to outperform each other in the comic space.
Yes, I would view his rival till forever.
Forever.
In everything
okay,
he does.
so you all better be bringing up your best game and that's what's going to keep elevating you to heights. So I'm really excited. Thanks, Recson, for sharing your story, and thanks, Charles, for joining us in reference to our 2019 Vijona Africa contest. Recson here is going to create his best piece and submit as a contestant, and I'm looking forward to seeing you among the top 10 contestants. You're competing with kids across Africa, so you better bring on your very best.
Yeah.
And Charles is going to make sure that you bring out your very best, right? All right, guys. Thank you so much for sharing your story, and bye for now.